What's up, y'all? Got a banger from Men Only. Let's get straight into it.
The guy that you're talking to, whether you're in a situationship or you're in a relationship, is talking to another girl. This is what you're gonna do.
Wait. Sid from Ice Age? Shots fired! I knew I'd seen you before.
Trying to debate if I'm gonna be like the soft girl and say this, or if I'm gonna give it to you really, really harsh. Maybe I'll make it part 2 and do both. The Aries in me is the villain, so I'm trying to do what's in your best interest.
The Aries in you? Stop it.
I would delete all the paragraphs that you're about to send him. Don't even shed a tear. I wouldn't even think twice about this guy. You know why? Because a guy who has to talk to multiple women and make multiple women question themselves and be like, who's that person? Or who's this? Or what's that?
Can we get some bop lores in the chat?
Or what's going on? Or whatever. That's an insecure man. A person who is talking to multiple women is an unavailable man. You can try all day long to convince yourself, well, he told me. I don't care what he told you. I'm looking around, I'm trying to find the fuck to give. I don't care what he told you. It's not about what he told you. That's the whole point. The whole point is he is talking to multiple women because one person is not satisfying him. They can tell you all day long you are who they want, but if they do not want to slap a title, they do not want to date, if they have another girl, if they are not living up to your standard.
Bro, I love that it's women like this talking like they got all the options in the world. Her daddy must have been an optometrist. Them eyes are so big. My goodness gracious, girl.
Why would you want them? Like, can you imagine yourself getting married to somebody who doesn't value the woman that you are? Like, you want a man to put a wedding ring on your finger. You want this man to be in the same room as when you deliver his child, but he's playing mind games now. Why would you want that? Even if he doesn't act like he's playing, do you think he doesn't know what he's doing? Like, the fact that you didn't even know about this girl until now, and even if you...
The fact that she doesn't even realize that she's exposing herself is hilarious to me. If you're just trauma dumping on TikTok, honey, we know you've been, you know, maybe potentially ran.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Because you're saying all this stuff because most of the time these women speak about this stuff from experience. But the thing is, a guy that has a lot of options is a guy that's doing the things right. That's exactly what you should do. You know what I mean? Like, you should be going out there trying to be your best self so you can have a lot of options. Like, what is this chick even talking about?
You just caught it like right away. They were still in the picture. This man is not available. Please save yourself the time and the energy and the heartbreak and the stupidity on their part. You know, like, if they want to be stupid, let them go to Amy, Becky.
Wait, aren't you being stupid though for trying to think that you have potential with him?
Shots fired!
Bro, this stuff cracks me up. This is absolutely wild. This is why you got to just go out there and be the best possible version of yourself. Dress well, look well, be in good shape so you can have as many options as possible. That's why I'm excited to have the Wing Girl Method as the sponsor of today's video. The reality is, being a nice guy in the dating market typically works against you. It's not about being a good person. It's about certain behaviors like neediness, approval seeking, or avoiding escalation that just completely turns women off. Mistakes like this are costing you very valuable opportunities with women and keeping you stuck. Marnie, your personal wing girl and fellow YouTuber, is the founder of the Wing Girl Method. She is a leading expert in helping men transform their dating lives. With her exclusive insights, she's helped over 100,000 men break out of the nice guy trap and start attracting the women they truly want. Marnie created a free exclusive video titled The 6 Things That Nice Guys Do Wrong. In this video, she reveals critical mistakes that men make and how to fix them. Marnie's advice is proven, practical, and based on years of helping men achieve results. If you ever felt stuck in the friend zone or like your efforts with women just always fall flat, this video will help you turn things around. And because the Wing Girl Method is sponsoring today's video, they're giving the Nichs Nation, which is you guys, exclusive access to this video, which is completely free. Just click the first link in the description to watch the 6 things that nice guys do wrong so you can start transforming your dating life. Don't miss the chance to unlock the secrets to finally attracting the woman that you want. Click the link below to watch now.
Please save yourself the time and the energy and the heartbreak and the stupidity on their part. You know, like, if they want to be stupid, let them go to Amy, Becky, and Lisa. Not you. You're not playing his game. refuse to play the game sometimes. Sometimes it's fun when you don't have emotions, when you don't have feelings. It's like, whatever. But when you
get the French toast out of here.
I love it. Telling you to not play the games, but then telling you to play the games is like, this advice is just great right here.
you start to catch feelings and this guy is still not respecting you enough to tell you what they want, or if they are in a relationship with you and they don't respect you enough to settle only with you and they're like playing games or cheating or whatever, why would you want that? Why would your future self be happy with your decision now? Literally the chemicals in our brain, like tricking ourselves that we actually like them, when it's probably lust over love, to be honest. Most of the time, like us women, oh yeah, like they keep talking about how much they want to like touch me. I'm kidding, but like you get what I'm saying. It's like we kind of sometimes we take words over actions, and it's like, if this guy is not being who we want to be with, who our future husband should be, then why are we with him?
And yet you're alone. Single women keep women single, dude. I always say this: do not take advice from people you wouldn't trade lives with. Like, don't take my advice unless you'd want to be in my position. Don't take anybody's advice unless you'd want to trade lives with them in that specific scenario. This is why I always say, dude, you got to be really careful. There's a lot of people out there giving advice these days. I give advice. There's a lot of YouTubers. There's a lot of content creators. But if you wouldn't trade lives with them, whether it's financial advice, would you trade lives with them financially? Cool, take their advice. Is it relationship advice? Would you trade lives with them in their relationship right now? Cool, take their advice. Fashion advice? Would you trade lives with them when it comes to the way they dress? Cool, take their advice. But in a lot of regards, I don't take people's advice unless I would trade lives with them. So if a big back is telling me I need to get in the gym and I need to work out and trying to give me nutrition advice, I'm like, you're a big back though.
Big back, big back.
Why would I take your advice? Or a single woman trying to tell other single women what she should do, but it's like, honey, you're single. What are you talking about? Loki, does somebody want some jerky? Free? Sit. Wait. Free. Go to your place. Just what's so crazy. And then with this chick right here specifically, she is projecting so much and kind of exposing herself. I don't even think she realizes it though.
Better. Love you.
She said,
she's like, oh my gosh, you can do so much better. It's like, you need to take your own advice. Clearly, Sid from Ice Age is not even doing the things that she's saying. In one breath, in the same breath, she says, don't play games. And then sometimes the games are fun. It's like, what? Make it make sense.
Me, oh, since being single is your new personality now, what are you gonna do when you find a boyfriend in a few months? And I was like, I won't find a boyfriend in a few months. I am single by choice, which reminded me of the quote.
Stop the cap.
Are you choking on that back there? Remember, Loki, we have to chew it before we swallow, okay? We have to chew it before we swallow, bud. Women, I'm choosing to be single. No, you're not. Men control access to relationships. And chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this. Men control access to relationships and women control access to sex. Ladies, if you're alone, it's because no guy wants to date you. That's what it really is.
That it says, guys can't believe that there are girls who are single by choice because they're never single by choice.
Facts.
here's the
Well, men are single by choice. We control access to relationships. Like when it comes to being chivalrous and courting and things like that, we're the ones that have to ask you to be exclusive to us. It's not the other way around. Women don't drop the knee when they propose. Women don't typically ask, are you my boyfriend now? But I do say this, when you're dating casually, you always want a girl to beg the question, so what are we now? What are we? Which means that she wants you, which is good. I would never beg a girl to be your girlfriend though, ever.
Curses you can put on your dating life is texting a girlfriend, let's go out and meet cute boys this weekend. I don't know what it signals out.
Maybe it's just because I'm old, dude, but I love her cabinets. I've been looking at a lot of houses, and these dark cabinets look so good with like the gold. I love it.
Into the universe, but it literally puts a complete curse on you. You will go out with your friends and you will not meet anyone. It's like The Walking Dead. It's like there is no one for days and you're not approached, and then you put all of this effort and you're like 7 espresso martinis in and you go to sleep with like a mid heart attack, and you're like, why did I make that effort? In my experience, I have only met guys when I am either dining alone, going somewhere alone, when I feel more approachable.
Here's the reason why men don't approach these women when they go out in these gaggles. I think it's a gaggle of moose or something was what it typically is, but I like to use the word gaggle. The reason being, in chat, let me know if you agree with this. When men go out, we typically go out either with a girl or maybe with our guy friends. That's cool. When we go out with our guy friends, we don't go to meet women typically. Typically, we don't. If I'm going out with the boys, I'm going out with just the boys. I'm not trying to meet no girls. I don't care nothing about the girls. The thing is, women, when you go out in a group, it makes it where a man doesn't want to approach you because now he has to approach 4 of you. He doesn't have to approach just 1 of you. If you go out alone, more than likely it's going to be a lot easier for you to be approached. But when you go out in a group, in a gaggle, men don't want to approach you. There's 4 of you have to deal with. You have to approach 4 women at once. You have to talk to all of you. Like, it's almost too much of a hassle. And I don't want to say it's intimidating, but it's just discouraging. Why would I want to go talk to 4 women at once when you guys seem like you're out doing your girls thing? Because as men, when we go out in groups, we're doing our guys thing. So we assume when we see you ladies out with just your friends, you're doing your girls thing. And the thing is, guys, we can respect that. Chad, do you agree with that, though? That's why I would never approach a girl that's in a group of girls, like 4 or 5 girls. I would never approach you. But if you're out alone, I would approach you. But with the whole group thing, it's just too much.
And I think that it's something about like men being afraid to.
It's not being afraid. It's just, why would I want to approach 4 women and have them all looking at me? And like, it's like I said, it's kind of discouraging. And it's not something we would like to do. If you were out alone, more than likely you get approached.
Approach women, like large groups of women. And I think about it, and like whenever I'm with my girlfriends and we're like, let's go out and like, let's go get dressed up. You're sitting at a table. You're not really approachable. You're not really doing anything. Like, what
there you go. There's the awareness.
do you expect a guy to just like come to your table and want to talk to you?
Exactly.
You're so much more approachable and like relaxed when you're just yourself. So do not text your girlfriends this weekend. Let's go out and meet cute boys. Trust me, it never works.
Here's the thing.
Wow. I actually applaud her. Applaud her for realizing that. Ladies, it doesn't work. Because to her point, like, what guy's going to want to just approach your table and just be like, so ladies, what's going on tonight? You know, what's happening? So what are you ladies getting into? Clearly, we're having dinner, stupid. Like, I'm not approaching, even if I know somebody at a restaurant, I'm not going to approach their table and be like, so what's up? Like, I might wave or something like that, but I'm not approaching their table and saying something. Chat, would you do that even if you knew somebody? So I don't know. There's that.
I debated if I even wanted to make this TikTok, as it's somewhat vulnerable to me and kind of hard to really get my feelings across. But, you know, if people relate to this, it could, you know, transpire into something, good conversation, support, all this kind of stuff. But for the people that are 35, probably more so women, 35 plus, who, you know, they're just like content being single. How?
Stop the cap.
I am 37 and I have
She looks good for her age. I'll give her that.
definitely struggled in the dating world. You know, I haven't been in a long-term relationship in quite some time, about 5 or so years. Definitely shorter-term relationships I've gone on and off with, 3 months here, 4 months here, 5 months there. This last one really just bummed me out, as I really thought, you know, we tried twice that. Anyways, beside the point.
Tried twice, huh?
You know, I want to make the point, like, I've been in therapy for years.
Ooh, that's another one. Dude, here's my opinion on therapy. Chat, let me know if you agree with this. My opinion on therapy, 6 months to a year max. And then the goal of therapy is to get out of therapy. The goal of therapy should not be to keep going to therapy. Therapy now in the United States has turned into a personality trait where, yeah, I have my own therapist. We're really tight. Me and my therapist are thick as thieves. We're Bonnie and Clyde. Like, that's not a good thing, dude.
Stupid.
You shouldn't want to have a therapist be your bestie. You should want to go to therapy for a few months and then get out of therapy. That's my opinion. Therapy is supposed to be temporary, not long-term.
Truly like love myself. So I really don't want people to be like, work on yourself and like become like, love yourself. Like, I'm very hyper independent. I grew up an only child primarily. I had to learn to love being by myself and loving who I am. I love to solo travel. It's liberating. Sidebar, if you haven't done it, I highly recommend anyone do it. I have the most great friend support system in the world. But at the end of the day, and I want to just be content being single, but at the end of the day, I yearn for a companion. I yearn for a romantic partner. And there's times where I'm like, oh, I got to get to that point where I just don't, it's just not on my mind, where I accept like this.
Women biologically just they don't thrive being alone, dude. Men can, but women can't.
Could be is, and be okay with everything else in my environment that is positive. But I'd be lying to myself, because I truly, it's the puzzle, the piece of the puzzle that's missing for me. And I yearn for.
Well, it's because, chat, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this. Women are more interested in people, and men are more interested in things. That's why you can see a guy who's 60 years old and just works on old cars, content, happy as ever, has a dog that's old, that farts on his feet, you know? But these chicks, when they get old and they're crazy cat ladies, they still crave companionship. So that's why they have cats. That's why they have 5 of them and 3 dogs. And like, you've seen these ladies, but you'll see guys go out there and just be purely alone and be happy.
For it, and I love myself, and I work so hard on continuing to grow to love myself even more, and being the woman, the person.
Seeing the hand tats, it's giving modern woman.
And I am today. But I guess my question is for women that are in this position, men too, that have made that decision. Like, what was like your clicking moment? What was the light bulb moment for you where you're like, I'm good. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not going to yearn for it anymore. I'm not going to hope for it, because I could be having the best day and being the most positive, loving myself.
All right, blah, blah, blah. I get it. You're alone. Dude, here's the thing. A lot of these women just don't work on their personalities. They get out there and they're really just a snore fest. And these men are like, I'm trying to get to know you, but there's just really not a lot to get to know, honey. So, you know what, it is what it is.
So, I'm trying to put myself out there a bit more and try not to use apps. So I've signed myself up to a singles event, which is in the museum tonight. And I wanted to document it just in case it's like really good or just in case people wanted to try it and see what it's like share different experiences. So yeah.
Let's have a sidebar conversation.
And my content's a little bit boring because I'm not meeting people, so we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try and video it if we're allowed. It's called Mingle in the Museum. Didn't say what age people were. I know it's sold out, so fingers crossed it's a goodie. It also goes to 11 p.m. and being a nana like me, I am in bed by 8. So we will see how we go.
Hey, in bed by 8 gang right here.
I've also been single for almost 4 years.
Single for 4 years, baby girl, just keep doing that.
Just had really shit luck. And I'm not dating to hook up.
Stop the cap.
It's hard out there, man. It's hard out there.
So we've just parked up at the event, and the only people we've seen are above the age of like 40.
Yeah.
So.
And these women are laughing at these men. But the thing is you're at the same event.
Shots fired.
Why are you laughing at men?
What's this like?
So, we're midway through.
Midway through. Halfway through.
We've had people come up to us.
Yep. We've had people circling like vultures.
Unfortunately, I haven't noticed anyone that I wanted to talk to, but it's a pretty cool concept. Yeah.
We're currently sitting in the museum.
Yeah. And we might wrap up soon.
I saw quite a few men there.
We're now going home. We both talked to a dude each for a long time, so we think that's sort of successful.
We got numbers.
We got numbers. Right. Good night.
Peace out.
Sure.
Here's the thing.
Lord have mercy. I mean, the singles events, I think they're cool. But the thing is, you got to go in with an open mind. Like, these girls are going in already without an open mind. So it's like, of course, you're not going to get a ton out of it.
Events in Toronto. This dating event was hosted by Flair Events at the 5th Social Club. As we got inside, we chose bracelets in colors for our love languages. It was such a nice venue with a nice bar. So I got myself a little drink, put my name tag on, and started socializing. You could feel that everyone came here with the intention of finding genuine connections because it was so easy to talk to anyone. They also had a lot of games, which were so much fun as a conversation starter. It's definitely a better alternative to dating apps, so if you're interested in more than just swiping, then you need to experience dating with Flair.
My second speed dating event at Lucky's Cocktail Lounge, and this is how it went.
All right. A lot of drinks, food, a lot of women. I don't see a lot of men there. Where are the men at?
Speed dating.
Well, dude, what really grinds my gears is these women don't realize that you're going to a speed dating event or you're going to a dating event. like our singles event, whatever you want to call it, you're in the same boat as everybody else, which means you need to approach men just as much as they need to approach you. You have to show initiative. The reason you're going to a singles event is because there's a certain level of desperation. Like, call it what you want. Call it what you want. There's a certain level of desperation that you have where you had to go to a singles event just to meet somebody. You ain't got no friends. You ain't got no colleagues. You don't have any family members that can introduce you to someone. You have to go to a singles event. So there is a level of desperation, which means you need to be a little bit vulnerable and you need to go approach somebody. Chat, do you agree with that? I think if you're going to a singles event, you need to be open mind, open heart, and you need to be approaching people. If your intention is to find someone and you haven't yet, you're going to need to do things you haven't done in the past. So sitting there and waiting for a guy to approach you, you're not that kind of girl, boo-boo. I hate to break it.
Shots fired!
Because if you were, another guy would have found you and wifed you up. But he didn't. If you're going to these singles events, it kind of just tells you as a woman that you're mid and that you need to start trying. I think women that try have a very high success rate. Chat, let me know if you agree. I think women that go out there and approach men have a very high success rate. The problem is most women have an ego and they won't approach men because they think they're too good to approach. It's truly sad. But Loki, did you have a good time today?
Of course, guys. I just want some more of that jerky, though.
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop all the ebooks. They're in the description. Also, go check out Marnie from the Wing Girl Method. Shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. But I will see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.